Hi everyone, Angie here, and today we're going to be looking at how to create a dashboard in Microsoft Excel. Now, dashboards are tools that we use to grab users' attention, tools that will help users to analyze data easily and understand, and also to utilize the data. So dashboards are mostly graphical representation of data using either charts or graphs. Okay, in this regard, we're going to use charts to create our own dashboard. Okay, and then in this video, you're going to learn the following things. You're going to learn one, how to create a pivot chart or pivot charts, even though I already have a video that deals with that in details. Okay, so we're going to learn how to create pivot charts. We're going to learn how to create titles for pivot charts and how to change chart type, and then how to change chart designs, because you can have a chart type and then various designs for that type of chart. Okay, and also we're going to learn how to create a professional looking dashboard, and finally how to make our dashboard dynamic. Okay, so let us get right into the video. So to start with, we want to create our first chart. The first chart we're going to create will show us, or will help us analyze data concerning items that were sold, the total sales that came in for each item using the various sales method. And to start and to get that chart ready, or to create that chart, we just click anywhere at all, anywhere inside our table, and go to insert, which is already highlighted, and click on pivot chart and click on pivot chart and pivot table. So we have this dialog box that comes up, and this dialog box to create pivot chart. Already our table is selected, and if you look at select a table or range, you look at, you see table 1. Table 1 is the name given to our table by Excel by default. Okay, so then we have to choose where we want to place our chart. By default by default, Excel chooses new worksheet. If I don't want to use a new worksheet, I can always click or check the existing worksheet. That means I want my pivot chart to be created right here in this spreadsheet that I'm looking at. But that's not what I want, so I'll leave it at new worksheet and click OK. So we now have this now. So let's go ahead and create. We have a blank chart and then blank pivot table. So let's go ahead and create our pivot chart. For this pivot chart, like I said, we want to look at the total sales that was made per item, or total sales that came in for each item using the various sales methods. So I'm going to use 3 fields to create this pivot chart from my tables. So first of all, the first one is item, the various item on sale. So I put that under the ISIS category, and then the next one we're going to get sales method and put it under legend, and finally total sales, that's the sales that came in, and put it under values. So now we have this table, and also we have the associated chart. So we are mostly interested in the chart because that's what we're going to use to create our dashboard. So let's clean up the chart a bit. I would like to hide all these field buttons on the chart. So I click on that. And also I would like to add a title to this chart so that it is easy for anybody that's using it to understand it. So to add the title, I'll click on design. And then on design in the ribbon, and go to the far left, and then click on add charts element, and choose chart title from the drop down, click on above. That's where I want to put my title. So the box for chart title now appears, so I can type a title for this chart. So let's say I'm going to call it item sales by sales. method. Okay, I think this is fine. All right. So we can make this title bold by selecting that and going to home, click on bold and underline it. I think that looks better, much better. Also, I would like to sort this data so that the chart will be more organized. So I'll go to grand total, click on that, right click, and then go to sort. So I'm going to sort from largest to smallest. Yes, so that arranges the charts better. So let's go and create the next chart. So go back to our table and then click on insert and go to pivot, click on pivot and say okay. So the next table we're creating is a table to show us the total sales that came from each state that we made sales. The total sales that came, and then we can, compare the states and the volume of sales that came in each of the states. So to create this pivot chart, I need to get only 2 fields from our tables. So I'll select the state and put it under the axis, and then go to total sales and put it under values. And then we already have our chart. Again, I would like to sort this. So I'll click on the sum of total sales column and then right click and go to sort and sort largest to smallest. So that arranges my chart, arranges it better. So it looks better. And I want to hide these field buttons. So I'll right click on any of them and click on hide all field buttons like I did before. So if you notice, we already have a box because of the first one we added. So the title box is there. So now I'm going to call this sales by states. Sales by states. Okay. I'm also going to highlight that and then make it bold and underline it. So this is fine. So let's go and create our third chart. So also we go to insert and click on insert on the ribbon and click on pivot chart and pivot table under pivot chart and click OK. So this time around we want to see per retailer how much sales they made, the total sales that came in per retailer, or how much sales they made. So again I'll need only 2 fields. So I'll get the retailer and put it under the axis category and then get the total sales, put it under value. So we already have this. Now I would like to change, like I said, I'm going to show you how to change the chart type. So this particular chart, I want to change the type. So I'll right click on the chart box, anywhere on the chart box, right click there, and then go to click on change chart type. So instead of using column, I want to use bar chart. So I would like to use bar chart and I'll click on OK. So also I want to sort it to organize it better. So I click on sum of total sales and go to sort and sort largest to smallest. So we have it sorted. And then let me clean it up a bit by taking off the fields buttons and hiding them, and then I'll also type a title. So this chart, I'm going to call it sales by retailer. Sales by retailer, and I'll click under home, bold and underline. Yeah. Next thing I would like to do is to change the colors of these bars. So I'll right click on them and go to click on format data series and then click on fill and line, and already I see the color that was selected is blue, so I want to change it to orange. So I think this is fine. So it's fine. So let me go and get the very last chart. So the last chart we're creating is a chart that will show us per item how much profit was made selling each one of the items. So operating profit versus item, that is what we want to create now. So we also go to insert and then under pivot chart, click on pivot chart and pivot table line. Okay. Again, we're going to use only two fields. So the first one is item, and then now we're going to get the operating profit instead of total sales. So we have this. Okay, we have this. So I would also like to sort by right clicking on this sum of operating profits and go to sort and click on largest to smallest. And then my chart is more organized. Also, I would like to take off these field buttons and hide them. So I right click on them and click on hide all field buttons. Is gone. And then I'll also click on the title and then I'll call this profit by items. So this is fine enough. However, I would like to change the chart type and the chart style. To change the chart type, I'll right click on the chart and go to change chart type. So this time around, I want to use the pie chart. So I click OK. And here now, I want to change the style of the chart. So I'll go to this box here that is chart styles and click on it. So I have various different kind of styles for this particular chart type I've chosen. So I want to choose this because I want to see the percentage. So this is fine. So now we have the 4 different kind of charts that we want to use for our pivot table ready. Dashboard, we just open a new worksheet like you're seeing now. And in this worksheet, I want it very plain. I don't want to see the formula bar. I don't want to see the headings. I don't want to see the grid lines. So I'm going to take them off by clicking on view on the ribbon. And of course, view is already selected. So I will uncheck formula bar, it's gone. Uncheck headings is gone. Uncheck grid lines. So I have this very plain looking spreadsheet. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to insert text box that I'll use to create my heading for this dashboard. So I click on insert and go to text box here. You find it at the far right hand corner of your screen. So I click on it and you see this arrow that comes up. So I'll just click where I want to start and drag it by holding down my mouse. I'll drag it. Okay, so now I have the text box. So let's say I want to call it dashboard for XYZ company. On sales report for first quarter (2023). Okay. All right, so let's try to format this. We like to increase the font of the heading, and then I'll centralize it and make it centralized on the text box by clicking on the center alignment. Okay. Also, I like to make it bold. All right. So now let's go ahead and get our logo. So also we click on insert and go to pictures, and get our logo. So this is logo for XYZ company. Make the text box align. Okay, so we're going to make our text box look more like a logo. So put a fill color, and then also change that to red color that we are seeing in our logo. I think this looks good. This looks good enough. So the next thing we're going to do is to create placeholders. If you like, you can put your charts directly on the spreadsheet. But to make the charts, your dashboard look more professional, I always prefer using placeholders to put my charts. So I'll go to insert, then I'll go to shapes. I'm going to use the rectangle. I click on that. So you see this button that looks like a cross. You drag it, click and drag, then position it well where you want it to be. Position it well. Again, we would like to make a uniform color with our text box. So go to and click on the blue color. So that looks more like it. This looks more like it. So I'll copy and paste. Copy and paste. Paste again. Ctrl V. Paste again. Paste again. Okay. So we have the dashboard looking like this, and then now we will have to go and get our different charts. The first one is this. So we're going to get it. Copy that. So we position it inside our placeholder. So it's looking good. Then we'll go and get the next one. Copy this. Position it. Position it well inside the placeholder. And this is fine. Then we'll go and get the other one. Copy. And paste. Position it very well inside the placeholder. Okay. And lastly, we have to get this. And then also position it. So our dashboard is looking professional. Yeah. Okay. It's looking good enough. However, it's not dynamic. So we have to make it dynamic. And how do we make it dynamic? Because we want to know, you should be able to filter the information you're looking for easily and without stress. And to do that, you need to add slicers. So to add the slicers, we go to insert and click on insert in the ribbon and go to slicers. Okay, and click on that. So we're adding slicer for retailer, for sales method, and for step. These three. So we have three slicers. So let's position our slicers. Okay. And then retailer. Okay, so we have all of our slicers in here. So you can scroll down to choose any of the states, and the same way you can scroll down to choose retailer. So if you check out the slicer, you will notice that it is only this chart that is responding to the slicers, because that was what was used to create the slicers. So we need to connect all the other charts to the slicers, and to do that, just have to right click on slicers, right click on it, and then go to report connections and click. So you can see it's only one pivot chart that is connected. So you click on the rest of the screen, say okay. Same way you will do for all of them. So just click on the rest and say okay. Same way, connect all of them. So they are now all connected. So if I click, for instance, on Texas, so I can see all of them respond and give me the information I'm looking at. So I can see how much was made sold per item in Texas using the various sales method. So I can see more sales were made with outlet sales method in Texas. And then I can see the total sale that was made in Texas. I can also see the retailers that sold in Texas and how much they sold. Then I can see per item what is the percentage of profit that came in Texas. So I can see all of that. The same way, if I want to look at all the sales that was made in store, I click on that. I can also get all those reports the sales that was made in store and all. So if I also want to look at one retailer sales, how they failed, so I can see how much sales was made by this retailer Jumia, and then the states, how much the retailer sold in various states. I can also see different sales method they use and how much each sales method brought in, and I can see what profits they contributed per item. Okay, so this is how you make a dynamic dashboard. Okay, so if you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to check the notification button so that every time we drop this kind of video. Thank you.